Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about whole body workouts. And I just had a question from one of my patient supporters, Brian Fraser, and he was asking me about whole body workouts, and if he did a whole body workout 4 times a week at 3 sets per body part, would that be enough volume? Mountain. This is pretty cool how I did that right there. Mountain. You know, I just had somebody tell me actually on Facebook that they're just putting the groceries away, and they started saying mountain to themselves, you know, mountain. I highly encourage that you use this as a mantra in your life. Just mountain everywhere you go. It's a great way to get out of awkward conversations. Conversations you don't even want to have. You just start saying mountain and then just walk away, or just continue to say mountain until the other person walks away. I have given you a get out of jail free pass. In every single instance in your life, you just can just say mountain. So there's a fun fact for you. I know you didn't expect to get that kind of healthy advice on this channel, but that's the kind of advice you get here. You're welcome. So Brian was asking if he does a whole body workout at 3 sets per body part, 4 times a week, would that be enough volume? And I will give a resounding answer to that, you know, or a few resounding answers. One is, yes, 100%, it can be enough volume. If the intensity is there, of course it can be enough volume, right? But again, you're gonna have to pay attention to see how your body responds to that. But I definitely feel if you're hitting the major compound movements 4 times a week, in most cases, it's going to be more than enough, right? It's going to be more than enough, especially because you are not going to be taking a break from a body part, like a specific body part, for long periods of time. And I think that's really the most important principle that I've learned from myself, is that if I take too much time off any given body part, then I have a little bit of a downhill slide when it comes down to the gains. But if I can train a body part or remind it enough times in a week that it needs to get big or to grow, and 4 times a week is plenty, that's definitely enough to indicate that the muscle still has to maintain whatever strength it's at the time, or to maintain its proper groove and coordination as well with the major compound lifts such as squats, deadlifts, bent over rows, benches, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say if you want to do that kind of workout program, there's nothing wrong with it. And the thing is, if you're doing a lot of the heavy compounds like squats and deadlifts and stuff like that, then I would definitely say, of course it's enough, because you're going to get a lot of overlap in a lot of those body parts, right? Where you're training legs, but at the same time, you're getting a lot of lower back when you train legs. And then when you go to do back, you're going to get a lot of back as well, like lower back, when you're training the legs. And then you're going to get a lot of arms when you're training the chest and the back as well. So you are going to be training a lot of the body parts with a lot more volume than you might think. And yeah, I think 4 days is plenty. Is it enough for me? Yeah, it just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I will go through periods of time where I train a lot more frequent and I'm going balls out, you know, every day in the gym, like 5-6 days a week. And then other times I'll train a little bit less and be more like in a yin stage, more like a recovery stage, more like, hey, I'm just trying to keep the grooves here and keep the muscles kind of groomed like feathers on a bird, you know, just grooming the feathers. But I'm not necessarily in a gaining stage. I'm just trying to maintain what I have, and at the same time make sure that I'm rehabilitating anything that feels tweaked or injured at the time, and making sure that I can still maintain workouts at the same time as, you know, do whatever else is coming up in life, right? So yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing those 4 days, and honestly, a whole body workout's really intense because you are using a lot of the body. You're using a lot of the main parts, which are the lower back, the legs, the ass. Whenever you're doing legs and back a lot or often, you may find that you need a little bit more time off. So I would say, yeah, having 2 or 3 days off a week is not necessarily unreasonable. When I do my 2-day split type programs, you're getting a little bit more time off from those major areas, right? And the way I've designed them specifically that the lower back does not get burned out. And that's why you can go for 5 or 6 days a week. But if you're doing the major compound lifts, like you're always using lower back every workout and stuff, I could see the need or the reason why you would need to take a day or 2 extra off a week to make sure that you recover. So yeah, I hope this helps you out, Brian. I hope this helps you feel more justified in the path that you want to try here, and see how it works, right? Because you never know, you might actually get some different gains in this area and hit a different aspect of your body from a different point of view or a different angle, and get different gains because of it. Maybe you've been overtraining in some way, maybe not, who knows? But the only way you're going to find out is to try this method for a period of time. And like I said, it's always good to switch things up and see what works, and to break free of whatever type of dogma that you've got going on in your mind. break free of any type of idea you have and try something new, because you make new discoveries because of this every time you do so. So thanks a lot for watching, and thanks also for being a patron there, Brian. And thanks a lot to these Patreon supporters. And if you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com. Mountain, see, mountain. That's how you say it. Like, this is like it's almost like the Cobra move. Mountain. If people like are intimidating you, you can change like how you say mountain. Like, so if you're just kind of walking around, you want to be more the senile guy, just like mountain, 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 right? You can be the senile guy, right? People usually leave senile people alone, right? They don't even ask you any questions. They don't ask you for change. They don't ask you for directions, nothing. They just leave you alone. But if you're being intimidated, somebody's trying to mug you or something like that, just go, mountain, mountain. See, they won't even know what to do with that. They won't even have a clue. They won't know what to do with it. And chances are it'll save your life. So remember, mountain saves your life.